that tells me that when I'm gone, I don't know about his future. So if I can make it until he is older, a little bit older, maybe finds a girlfriend and a reason to love and live. At this point in his life, he feels like who would want him? He has Tourette's. I know you guys don't see it because you don't see much of him. But he has a lot of tics, moving, but the pain that he's in is terrible. He's been in this pain since he was like 8 years old. His whole life they told him it's growing pains. This child has been miserable. I hate to see it. I'm an ugly crier, I'm sorry. Especially because I don't have any teeth. But yeah, so my little boy is always telling me how much he's hurting. And all they say is, it's growing pains, it's growing pains. And I mean, I took him everywhere and I kept saying, this can't be growing pains. It's just too much. Too much pain to be growing pains, you know. But of course he was growing very fast. So, I mean, was a possibility. 1 month he grew 2 inches. That's a lot to grow. So, you know, they were watching his thyroid. They were afraid he may have had another disease that he was going to grow too much. I was supposed to watch his feet. If his feet should start growing too much, then I'd have to get him in so that they could give him some kind of medication to stop the growth. But, so this kid has had so much, and he's so young. Melanoma at 13. My best friend she's a hairstylist, and she was cutting his hair and she saw something on his head and she literally saved his life. At 13, she saved his life. Anyway, just too much, you know. I know so many kids have terrible things. Von Willebrand's is a bleeding disorder. He has it, he doesn't have it. It comes and goes. He has some kind of strange genetic crap. He's missing some kind of chain or something. When I was pregnant, I was told he was trisomy 18 or 19. I think it was 18. I still have the paperwork. Thus, he gets a lot of nosebleeds that are uncontrollable. If they were to check his blood for von Willebrand's, then he would come up von Willebrand's. But then everything mellows out. It goes up and down. It's just crazy. I mean, it's great that it goes up and down, but that's another disease. He has arthritis. I don't even know anymore all the diseases he has. And he's come up positive for lupus. And then, again, not positive. Positive, not positive. I'm glad it's not positive. I don't want him to have lupus. But the fact that at 16 he came up positive for lupus again tells me that he's probably going to end up with lupus. And that sucks because he'll just take his life. If it just gets too much, he's going to take his life. So, I know, I'm a bummer. But you see, people say, and you complain so much, or whatever, but this is like therapy for me. I don't have Cordell with me today, and so I can just talk about what's on my mind. I don't go to a shrink, but I use my videos to get things off my chest. It helps me so much to deal with it. I have got to make Cordell so many appointments. I've got to get him to a dermatologist so they can recheck his body for melanoma. I've got to get him to a heart specialist. He's got something wrong with his heart. It's unusually fast. It's been unusually fast for years. He takes a rhythm regulator, but his chest is constantly hurting. His heart is beating so fast walking down the hallway to the bathroom from his desk. His heart rate will go up to 200 and something just walking to the bathroom. Thus, this kid gets tired really quick. He has no stamina. And for 16, 17, he just turned 17. That's not right, you know? He shouldn't be tired walking down the hall to the bathroom. We go shopping. He goes and he waits for me. He sits on the bench because he tires out. Anyway, thank you for listening. So I'm hoping that the doc will allow me to GoPro it so you can see what's ahead. I sure hope she sent the first dentures off, and she sent them to Bayer Laboratories, and they were terrible. They were so terrible that she kept the bottoms. They were hideous. I wish I would have just taken them. I just didn't think of it. They were the teeth weren't straight up. They were out. It was just a terrible. It just shows you that when you're on Medicaid, that people, companies, whoever, they treat you different. They don't give a crap. They're like, Medicaid, I'm only getting paid $100 to do this. I'm going to do a shit job. And that's pretty much what they did. And the top plate. I mean, they took impressions of my mouth. My teeth were there. I had all my back teeth and my front teeth except one here missing and one here. So they had all that, and they saw how narrow my teeth line was. But did Bayer make them like that? No. No, they made the teeth about 1/4 of an inch on each side, too wide. Why? Medicaid. They just did a basic, if you lost your teeth and could not afford dentures, you know, you can donate your dentures and another dentist will just reline them for your mouth. That is pretty much what they did for me. They just made me a basic denture and figured the dentist will reline them. It's not, relining them is not going to work for me because they're just so wide. It's just not going to work. But that's just it. Medicaid, we don't care, you know, this is a poor girl. She'd just be happy she's got teeth. Well, I was not happy. I can't answer that. I wasn't happy that I just got teeth. I want it to be me. I'm so sorry. I know how aggressive and loud that is. Go away. So, yeah, I wasn't happy. I want it to be me. I did not want to be somebody else. I wanted to look in the mirror and be happy. I didn't want to look in the mirror and feel lost. You know? Anyway, I hope this time the dentist is sending them to a local woman that makes the dentures. I'm paying for them to be premium. I haven't paid for them. I have a GoFundMe. It's not doing anything. I don't know how to make it seen. I don't know how to do it. I'm not an advertiser. I make videos for everybody. And I don't know how to make a video for me to make it attention getting. There are so many people begging for money on GoFundMe. And what really, really irks the crap out of me, I mean, I am so happy for these people, but there's people who are asking for money to go on trips around the world and that they'll video it for everybody. And they get thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And all I want is $3,000 just to get beautiful teeth in my face. I lowered my GoFundMe to 15 because I thought I can come up with 15, but I'm not getting anywhere. I have so much stuff I could sell, but it's up online and I'm not. And I have, let's say something was $80. I have it online for $20. It's brand new. Nothing. Do you know people want to pay even less $80 item, $100 item, $20, they have the balls to say, will you take 10? I'm like, do you understand this is a brand new item? Brand new. Yeah, if you don't want to take 10. And I'm like, no, I'll go without $10. Are you kidding me? Anyway, my best bet would be to have a metal bar put in and then the dentures fit on the bar. That's because of the birth defect that wasn't fixed. My dentist is very worried I'm going to have trouble because of that birth defect that should have been taken care of. If you ever see my denture that I have,